Good evening once again. So let us start with today's session that is about developing personal and social qualities for creating an healthy environment in school. So Wise Learning is my channel, YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe and like. So just So I have one video which says about the how to develop the social and personal skill in students. This is animated video which created by me, and
Once upon a time, in a small town of
it
Naga,
says about
this
it says about a principal who is more passionate, who is very passionate in developing the social and personal skill in students. And what are the ways she did is all about this video. It is just a 1.5 minute or 2 minutes video. Just watch to this and then we will continue with our session.
stood a little school called Harmony Elementary in the small town of Naga. There stood a little school called Harmony Elementary. Once upon a time, in the small town of Naga, there stood a little school called Harmony Elementary. It was a place where children not only came to learn academic subjects, but also to develop their personal and social qualities. The school was renowned for its commitment to creating a healthy and nurturing environment for students, fostering personal growth and strong social connections. At the heart of this remarkable institution was Principal Sarah, a wise and compassionate woman who believed in the power of personal and social development. She had a vision for her school to create a place where children not only excelled academically, but also thrived emotionally and socially. One sunny morning, Principal Sarah called a meeting with her teachers and staff to discuss a new initiative. She shared her belief that personal and social qualities were just as important as academic achievements. She proposed the idea of implementing a program that would teach the students important life skills and values, such as empathy, respect, kindness, and cooperation. The teachers were enthusiastic about the idea, and they soon began to work on a curriculum that would help students develop these qualities. They incorporated group activities, discussions, and community service projects into the daily schedule. The school's motto became "Education for the Heart and Mind." One of the most successful projects initiated by Principal Sarah was the Harmony Garden. The school allocated a small patch of land for the students to cultivate and care for it. The garden was a symbol of the personal growth each student achieved throughout their time at Harmony Elementary.
Principal Sarah was invited to speak at an educational conference.
Okay, this is something which says about.
Once upon a time,
Once again.
Education is not just about academic excellence. It's about nurturing the hearts and minds of our students. When we focus on developing personal and social qualities, create a healthy school environment that can positively influence the world beyond these walls. The idea of developing personal and social qualities became a cornerstone of modern education, fostering empathy, respect, kindness, and cooperation in students everywhere.
Okay. So in this video, we have observed that a Principal Sarah is helping students not only to develop the cognitive skills, but also to develop the social and personal skills. So can we have one small quiz that what are the personal or the social qualities which we need to develop in students? So we teachers plays a very important role in students' life. We have to develop the holistic growth, not only in the cognitive skill, but also in the social and personal skill in students. So let me ask a question. What are the personal or the social skills? Teachers? You can send me in chat or you can unmute and speak, please.
May I,
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, ma'am, please.
Personal qualities means, I believe children should be able to manage their own emotional problems. In the sense, they should be able to manage their own.
Yes.
They should be understanding the other person,
Yes.
empathize with the classmates,
Yes, ma'am.
and they should also understand the need of their own. They should exactly know, what do I need, what do I need to say, what do I need to solve, what do I need to, anything. Like, they should be well aware of themselves. That is the best personal quality, I believe.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
rest of the
Very
things we can, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So there is also one chart from the Sheshtakansa which says that the basic emotions and stress which need students to be able to monitor themselves, as well as might be it is a communication skills which we need to focus on students and we need to develop in students. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, exactly same. So we can say that the developing personal or the is something that which is giving the qualities like empathy, respect, responsibilities, kindfulness, as well as the trustworthiness, positiveness. It is all these characters we need to develop in students. Okay, these are some of the characteristics. So now what we are going to learn in this session. So in this module, we are going to learn about understanding the personal and social qualities among ourselves. As a teacher, we need to reflect our own personal and social qualities, as well as we are going to learn how to develop those qualities in students through activities. So I'm going to share some of few activities among you people that how to develop those qualities in students. So what are personal and social qualities? Personal and social qualities can be divided into two parts, okay, which can be into a positive feelings and as well as in the negative feelings. So positive feelings, something like happiness, joy, excitement and all these things. So these qualities help students to develop their learning process easily. It motivates them. Actually, in the negative feelings which demotivate students, something like sadness, anger, guilt, insecurity feeling, all this help the students, or which will help, not only help, it will demotivate students in learning process. So we can say personal and social qualities can be divided into two parts. So do you think the personal and social qualities are important in school environment? Do you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It is very, very important. As a teacher, first, we need to develop those qualities. As only when we develop all these qualities, it will help students to, we in turn help students to develop this. So one small example. Okay. So one small example here, the teacher might be very skilled in communication. She's a very good in the school classroom management. She's having a very good content knowledge. Might be she's very disciplined manner. Everything is fine. As a teacher, we need to have all these qualities. Apart from that, even we need to develop the personal and social qualities. Okay, which we become as a role model to our students. So in with our parallel student teachers might be, or with our own other staff members might be, or with the management or heads of the school, we need to behave properly and set a goal or set a model to our students. So students look on us and they try to take us as a role model, and our behavior will be a great impact on their life. So that is, as a teacher, we need to develop this. So one small activity is here for the teachers. Actually, this activity is where it can be even for the students too. Teachers where have to sit in a group, and first they have to make a list, draw the list of the qualities which they think to develop in, which is there in them. It can be what they admire in their family members, or with the neighbors, or with the friends. First, they need to jot it down all the qualities, and then what they have to do is they have to discuss among themselves, means in among the group. Okay, what are the good qualities they admired in their family members might be, or with the friends, and then they have to try to implement those good qualities in themselves. So this is one small activity. It can be during any workshop time can be conducted, or it is also good if we conduct it for the higher class students. So this is one small activities which we can do it. Next is our how the school will help in developing the personal and social qualities. Okay, we all know that curriculum plays a very important role. We have a set of the curriculum and syllabus and all those things. So curriculum, in example, in our science textbook or in a social textbook, which have lots of case studies might be, or a kind of activities which is already there in the textbook, plays a important role. Example like preparing the model of might be a solar system for the grade 5 or a 6. So it is a group model where the students come together. They learn to be more have a cooperations. They learn to be more patient with their friends, learn to communicate with them friends. So this is one small activity which is already there in the curriculum. So it is apart from the curriculum, we also have a non-scholastic things like might be the sports. Sports helps them to build the teamship qualities or any other things. So these are the curriculum indirectly, I mean the school provides it. Then also we have a various things, that is the school activities like regular class, school assembly, then celebrating the festivals, annual days, then clubs, then the kitchen garden. All these are small things, activities. We also incorporate the social and personal qualities in students. So this now next we are going to learn about how the pre-vocational education at the upper primary stage. So as a teacher, we need to develop or teach them how to develop those qualities. Example, we need to help the students or teach them to appreciate and respect those people who are there in the group, irrespective of the caste, religion, or gender. So first point, that we need to help them to or teach them to appreciate. Next, teach them to develop the team spirit and problem solving as well as the decision skills. Next, we need to help them to accept or tell them whatever the friends or the peers are. So in a group might be there is a conversation, might be there is a problem in their group, something like I wanted that, I wanted this, and all those conversation might be happen, some ups and downs. So we teachers have to interfere in those groups and tell them to accept whatever the friends or the peer groups is saying to them. Next, in our 40 minutes of class, we need to have one kind of hypothetical questions, which is very, very essential. So hypothetical questions, which is already there in the content base, which we need to develop the HOT questions. That is HOT questions. We need to put it in a nice order so they can think and come with the clear answers. In our 40-minute sessions, as much as possible, we need to provide the learning aids as well as tools and techniques in classroom. So one more activity here. This activity is for teachers again. So there is one small situation given here. So we have students of 40 members in a class. Might be 4 to 5 students in that 40 members might be not able to complete their homeworks. Might be different reason. There'll be a different reason for that. Where the people parents may not be able to help them, or might be any other reasons. As well as we can also have a classroom which there is a dropouts students are coming back, readmitted. Okay, after this corona, there are few students who are coming back to classroom. when they are coming back to the classroom, might be they find difficult to pay attention or may not be able to have a focus on the classroom learning. So as a facilitator, how to develop those sensitivity or care towards the class? Can anyone help me out to tell how to help them? How to help students who are the dropouts, or how can how can I help the students who are not doing their homeworks? One suggestion, please. I think Kartika madam is trying to say. Anyone else, please? Yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, you're not able to unmute, is it?
We are not able to find their difficulties. We can make them to sit with us and find what is the difficulties, find.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
we can
exactly.
them regularly ask them what difficulty they have. So we can sit them, sit with them, and then we'll ask
Yes,
what problem they has.
yes,
So
exactly.
by condition, they will cooperate as usual.
Yes, yes, exactly. So in that case, we can say that okay, one more user. I don't know why there. Yes,
Hey, good evening, all.
good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's a wonderful workshop conducted by you, and I'm really thankful to you, and I'm really glad to hear your golden words. I think empathy is the best solution for everything, and teaching, as we all know, is reaching first. So I think it is always a very good idea to reach the students and to ask them politely that why he or she is behaving in a manner in which he or she shouldn't be. I think after that we can surely work on the problems the person is facing.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Thank you, ma'am. So first, as a teacher, we need to accept whatever they are saying. That is very, very important. Whatever they are saying might be whatever their situation might be. So first, we need to understand what is their problem, encourage them and motivate them. It cannot happen within a day or 2 days. So as a teacher, we need to give ample of time for students to write their homeworks, as well as if it is a dropout students are there in the classroom, we need to talk with them and give a sit along with them and try to help them to finish their work. So only then the students will be able to do their work on time. So next, I have one more activity here. This is for students. Just a second. So one more activity here. So how to develop the sensitivity in among students. So what we have to do is first divide the class into 5 groups. Separate 5 groups by giving the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, or according to our convenient. Next, after that, we need to give 4 to 5 minutes for students to interact in a team, telling that what exactly common among that 5 members in a team. So one criteria we need to tell them is it cannot be like same color, or I have a same classroom, or might be I have a same color, what is the hairstyle, or it is not that. It is something which is character wise they need to speak about, or what the personality they have about that they need to speak. So first, among that 5 members, they have to first sit in a group and discuss the common behavior or a common personality they have. Once the group is done, they need to they come out of the group, or a leader who is appointed in a group can come out and introduce themselves and tell all the 5 things which is common in them. So this is something which they also be very happy and telling that, yes, I'm very sincere, I'm very polite, I'm very kindful, which in turn it can be through words those time, but they try to implement those qualities indirectly. So this is something which we need to help them out. So next is how to develop the positive attitude towards self and others is the next one. So I think that the positive attitude is not only for students, even for the teachers, okay, which is very, very important. So this can be done by as a role model. So being a role model for students, we need to have an adequate display of care, concern and respect, not only for students, but as a teacher. We need to first respect the parents who are there, the colleagues who are there among ourselves, as well as other people working in the school environment. So might be we have a different admin staff members, or might be any other people who is helping in the classroom to keep the classroom. First, we need to respect them. Okay, as the students will definitely keep observing us in, might be in the, not only in classroom, in the corridor might be, or in a playground might be, they'll be observing us. So once we respect our colleagues or the admin staff or the people, they in turn respect them. Okay, some of the qualities that highlights the positive attitude is helping students to take the initiative. Example, we can have preparing a small greeting card, okay, and making the students to go and give it to the people who are there in the class, that is IMRs or anyone, and telling them thank you for so much, or the bus drivers might be, or the lady cares might be. We can go and give it, ask students to prepare a greeting card and give a thank you card. So, or might be helping the students to wish, saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening with a smile. So these are some of the qualities when we do, they try to adapt those things. So here are some ways where I can give you the activity for teachers as well as for students to see a good positiveness in the students. That is, this XYZ says about my friend. So example, today I am feeling helpful, and my friend, I can say any of my friend Vani is having lots of patience. Okay, this type of sentence will help students to develop those qualities. So example, one more. Today I'm feeling patient, and my friend dash 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 is very friendly. So this is a very simple activity which we can conduct even for the primary section as well as for the upper primary sections. So when they do this type of activities, they try to implement those qualities. So each person have their own I am list, as well as continue to add one more new quality about their friend. So they are learning as well as they try to implement those things. Next is about the trustworthiness. Okay, this is requires the ability to open and frank. So we have our heads, CODs and other people who are coming inside the classroom, who is observing the classroom. They may give a feedback and we may feel bad, and we may be think that why I'm doing so much and still there is no genuine feedback is given. So we may get those upset, and we may not be able to continue with the class, the next class. So all these things we need to be take it into a positive way. So first, as a teacher, we need to give a genuine, sincere feedback for students. Example, if a student is not writing a handwriting properly, but we need to respect one and then call personally and speak with the students in a proper way. So same applies for the EDs and the CODs. When something is going wrong in the classroom, it is always the EDs or the thing have to call the teacher without disrespecting and then give a proper feedback. So we also, as a teacher, we also need to accept that, and the EDs also should take a very careful action when they're giving their feedbacks. So now it is always not that we have to say only a negative feedback. It is always necessary to give a positive feedback also. So which also helps the students to build their strength and capabilities. So it is, we are motivating them. We are bringing a bond between a teacher and a student. It is also being a trust or a truth in with the parents is also very important. So we also need give a proper feedback to parents. Only then we help students to develop their career. So one small activities are here. That is greeting students with a warm smile as they enter the classroom and calling them by their names, both in the classroom as well as wherever we sit in the school. And we are asking them how they are feeling today. Might be the student is absent in 3 to 4 days, 3 to 4 days, and the student is coming back in a fresh day. And the teacher will be knowing that why the student is absent, and without asking or without noticing them, we just start with a classroom because we are in hurry of completing our portions. But in that, just 2 minutes or 3 minutes, just asking, how are you feeling today? How is the day today? Or asking them about their home news. That is it anything, any special happened at their home? They will come up saying that my father's birthday was there, or I went out previous day. So all these things are very, very important, which brings the bond. And we need to encourage students for express their feelings. It's very, very important. And most important is to keep eye contact and acknowledging the students' presence is very important. It's very, very important as a teacher. So here comes to the last thing, that is about the leadership. The next session, this is my first session. The next session, we are going to learn about how to develop the leadership qualities and how to appreciate the team spirit or the cooperation. And then we are going to learn about the empathy and creating the awareness about the abuse. We all know that there are lots of incidents we are happening and the accidents are happening, that among this especially the girl student child. So we need to educate them. It is not that only the counselors or any other people entering the classroom and doing. As a teacher, in my 40 minutes time, I can also speak about this awareness, that how the abuse of the boys or girls is happening, and develop the knowledge in them. So empowering the students to voice their feelings. These are the next session which I'm going to speak about. Teachers, now any doubt? Teachers?
I lost a few of your session because I lost the connectivity.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Ma'am, I'll
please
be
send
sending
me the
this.
important
Ma'am,
video.
yes, ma'am. I have a YouTube channel, so I'll be sending this YouTube channel link in a WhatsApp group which I've created now, so you can watch that, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the next session very soon I will be telling about how to talk about all these qualities. I have these are my WhatsApp group, and then I have a YouTube channel, as well as there is a form. I request. Okay, 1 second. So I request you to join the WhatsApp group, which I will be posting all the videos of mine in there. Okay, 1 second. And then this is the YouTube channel. Okay, please give me the genuine feedback and your expectation of the next coming session. What is that you are expecting, so that I can also try to bring it. Yes, ma'am.